Alright guys, a little break here at work, but wanted to make a quick video, kind of an update on what's been going on. I bought this unit in November last year, so 6, 7. So I had about 7 months with it, actually 6 months with it. And I mean, it's been great, everything's been working, but I wanted to give the update on the 4G connectivity. I'm currently using it on Wi-Fi using my 4G LTE router. Um, but I've been messaging with Join for the last 5 months, I guess. Not I guess 5 months. It's been about 5 months. It was like the end of December when I messaged him. But it's just been suggestions for them was switching SIM cards, trying other carriers, checking the connections in the back of the radio. I had to take the radio apart like 3 to 4 times to make sure everything was connected. But everything's fine. All the connections were fine. Um, I couldn't find an issue internally with it. Uh, Most recently, they just gave me software updates every month just to kind of try and see if that's fixing the issue. It has not. And to kind of go over what I've been experiencing is I do get it to connect. I do get 4G connectivity. As long as I'm sitting still, like say like right now would be a perfect example. Like if I were to put my SIM card in there, it would get 4G connectivity and it would stay connected. The problem is once I start driving, it will lose connection and it will lose connection for about 10 minutes. Like no signal, nothing whatsoever. And then when it comes back, it'll come back as 3G. And then I took a long trip to San Diego, and I remember like it did connect back to 4G, but it was like maybe an hour after it had disconnected. So it it drops connection, and sometimes it's 2 minutes into a drive, sometimes it's 20 minutes into a drive, and it's inconsistent. It's not like area selected, so I could drive to the same area that I did earlier, and it would be connected when it disconnected last time. So it's nothing specific. It just randomly does it. So um, their thing is they're pushing that it's a signal issue with the carrier. I did try a AT&T card on here. I did try a Verizon. Verizon sucked. It really didn't get much signal at all with Verizon. AT&T, but I can't get it to stick. So that's why I switched to the 4G LTE router, which it was feeding my signal now. And if we go and do, I'll show you. I usually have it on this page because I'm always trying to see when it's connecting to 3G or 4G. But if I run speed test, I have really good signal from the router. It is using the same SIM that I was using for the radio. It's just in the router. Excuse the mess, kind of my work truck, so it's not always clean. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to shed the light on it. Like I said, I've been messaging with Join, and I don't want to jump to conclusions. I just messaged them again today. I kind of like hadn't messaged them in about a month. It's just I've been busy with work and everything. But the few times before that, we're messaging like every 2 to 3 days and getting new things to try. But nothing was solving my issue, and up to this day, it hasn't solved my issue. And unfortunately, I just feel they're kind of like brushing it to the side. I said it's something with my network and something with my antenna placement. And right now, I literally took those antennas and just shoved them in my compartment. I'm just tired of having them, as they're not serving me a purpose. You get me? So I've tried them everywhere. I initially had them up in the dash by the windshield, which with my other unit, I did that on my Avalon and I had no issue. It was great in signal. But with this one, I don't know. I don't know what's the issue with it. I believe, and I'm like 99.9% sure that it's not going to be a antenna placement issue. It's more something with the SIM card readers. It's disconnecting. Because sometimes, like what I'm saying is like, I have it on video actually for a split second when I'm driving around. I've been having to try to replicate this for Join because they asked me to. And when I'm driving, it'll sometimes just drop signal and it'll be blank bars. And then other times it'll Well, that's 99% of the time what it does. And then there's one time that I did catch on video is it showed no SIM card, and then boom, went back to blank bars. So I'm thinking maybe there's like a issue with the connection on the SIM card reader, or maybe something with the modem that they're using for the LTE network. But yeah, something's causing the issue, and they just I don't think it's anything with the antenna. I don't think it's anything with the SIM card, as it's done it with multiple. It's something with the radio, but so far they haven't been much help besides, you know, put your antennas here, put it there, try this, try that, you know. So that's where I'm at right now. Let me pause this video, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the SIM card from there and put it in here. So I know I said I was gonna stop the video and start it over, but had a hard time wedging the SIM card, so I ended up just deciding to wait till my next break, because I gotta get back to work, you know. So technically what it says, I'm showing you that it connects, you know. That's what I'm trying to get at. It connects, it does work, you know. I actually just lost the connection right now, so that's a bummer. Well, anyways, so as you can see, we lost connection. And it disconnects from the complete network, you know. So I don't know why it does it. It 100% loses connection from T-Mobile network. It drops it completely, and then it'll get it back in a couple of minutes, you know, 3G. But then 4G never comes back on unless I restart it, which I'll show you right now. Let me pull into this driveway where I'm going, and I'll demonstrate that for you. I've actually been here before. Sorry, I'm on a new job site and came to the nearest restaurant that I've been to before, but I didn't think it would be the same one. But anyways, let me this part. So see, we lost connection while driving right now. 4G's bars are empty, but let me go ahead and restart it right now. Then we'll wait to do the cycle. Also, so like I was saying, I had a hard time wedging the SIM card. I had to wedge it with, I usually use like a piece of gum. So, we're waiting for this to load up. And I'm going to show you and do a quick speed test just to show you that it does work. It's just weird. I don't understand why it does it. But you see, now we're back on 4G. So that's what it requires for me to get it going, which kind of sucks having to do that all the time whenever it drops signal. But if we go, I'll show you that we're getting network connection. There we go. Internet speed test, which is my go-to website anyways. Boom, and we'll run speed test. So we are getting connection. It does work when it wants to, but like I showed you right now in the short drive over here, disconnected. So it's random. It's not that there's no signal, because obviously it connects right back up. It's just that. But I just wanted to show you right now, literally as I was coming on, it disconnected again. Still in the same spot, just randomly disconnects. And it sucks. Like I was saying, and Join hasn't really done anything in respects to trying to solve that issue. Everything's connected, nothing's really moved. I didn't move anything, it just disconnects, like me right now driving. I'll go ahead and restart it, and it'll come back on one more time, just to show one more time. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been contacting them for the last 5 months, and besides them trying to like blame, well, not blame, I'm saying they're pointing towards issue with the SIM card, issue with the network, or issue with the antenna placement. You know, it's all issues that they think is gonna solve it. For me, in my opinion, it's something internally, or it's something with this SIM card reader that's maybe losing signal momentarily, and you know, dropping the whole network. But like we're back on, and like I said, we just did an internet speed test. I'll go ahead and do it again. It doesn't seem to be staying connected, so something's off, either in the LTE modem or in that in that SIM card, because I'll show you right now. Let's see if we can get there before it decides to disconnect again. Like I said, it's not a time thing, so it's random, so I don't know how long this is gonna last. But if we go here, I don't know why that went there. SIM info, advanced. You're gonna see that we're on T-Mobile network, right? When it disconnects, it loses complete connection to the network. So, right now we're on 4G data. I can show you that it does work. Let's run internet speed test one more time. I just like doing this. I don't know why. It'll tell me immediately if it's connected or not. So those are decent speeds for a radio. You don't need more than that for music or radio stations, HD radio, or even playing videos on your break or whatever. Those upload speeds are sorry, but yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to get Join to maybe rectify my issue and maybe send me something to replace or internals, or I don't know. I mean, if if my main reason for buying this was the 4G connectivity and having it standalone, and for it not to work as a standalone, it is a big bummer. I'm not a person to make a big deal out of it. Obviously, it's gone for like almost 6 months now, me dealing with them and nothing being done. So, I mean, obviously, I look for alternatives to get my signal and everything working as I would want to. But it's not a standalone. I'd rather not have that in my car, But to this day, they haven't done anything in regards to fixing this issue. As in the sense of, sending me something to try to replace. Because honestly, that's what I think it is. It's either an internal chip, which I don't know if I could replace. Maybe they could send me just the internals of the radio, and I could try to replace it if it's. I mean, most of it is just plug and play. I mean, I'm thinking of computers. I built computers before, so it's like, you just get the motherboard. If everything's soldered on and all the chipsets are installed, then I would just need to plug and play the components. Or send me a new SD SIM card reader and see if that fixes the issue. But obviously the patch updates and moving the antennas and checking if everything's plugged in every so often is not really doing anything. I already, like I said, tried other I don't know if I caught it on here, but I tried other SIM cards from other carriers and still no luck. It still cuts off. Obviously, like I said, standing still, it does great. When I'm driving around is usually when it starts losing connection. And we could do another website if you guys want to try it. Let's see Netflix speeds. Boom, So decent, not bad. I mean, for what we're doing here, if you want to be streaming, 2.5 should be 720p, which is the resolution of this radio anyway. So I mean, I'm good with that. But anyways, like I say, the internet works. If I go to Google or whatever. So we go here, then we get web browsing and everything. Gas prices are too goddamn high. Anyways, yeah, so everything works. I get app functionality if I want to listen to HD radio and stuff like that. But as long as it stays connected, that's always a caveat. I start driving around. Oh, let me turn that down. I start driving around and then I start losing signal. So it's pointless then because it doesn't come back on unless I restart it. And, I don't want to be pausing whatever I'm doing and restarting that all the time and then having to go out 2 or 3 minutes later. So I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. I know I ran a little bit long with my ranting, but I'm going to continue trying with Join. I'm going to continue emailing them, trying to show more of the issue and see how far I can get. I mean, if they offer me a replacement unit, which I doubt they will, but at least internals or something. And even if I were to have to pay 50 to, I think I would even go as far as paying $100. If it could get it to work and stay on, I'd be happy to do it. I know that's additional to what I paid for, because obviously it should have came with it. But I mean, I spent 150, on that, and just to get it to work. If I could get it to work standalone there, I would spend the extra $100 just to prove if it was an internal issue or if it's something that it's just not yet worked out for my network, which I doubt it is, because I've spoken with other people that have this radio and they said that it works for them. So I'm thinking it's a issue particularly to this model of radio that I have. Well, just my unit, in other words, or it could be a couple others, but it's not like every unit that you're gonna get is gonna be defective. So if I could get something replacement just to kind of confirm that it was just my unit, or I'm gonna do it just to get to the bottom of it. But I would love to not have to pay for anything, since I already paid 460 something bucks for this. So don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking it. I am knocking it because obviously not everything that I was supposed to work is working on mine, but the radio's still good. Everything else works. Using it with the Wi-Fi, it works flawlessly. The audio's good. No complaints with the functionality. It hasn't really frozen on me like the old one did. It's an improvement, even with the older chipset that they say is like 2016 or even older than that, but whatever. It does great for what we need it. You don't need to be gaming on this. You don't need to be, well, if you're choosing it for that, then go with something better spec. But for basic radio functions, it's great, and it just sucks that the 4G doesn't work. So like I said, well, it does work, but I mean, it disconnects all the time. So for me, like I said, I'm gonna keep you guys updated. I'm gonna continue contacting Joey, and I just emailed them today. I kind of got bummed, so I hadn't emailed them in a while because I had the antennas externally mounted for about a week, and then I just took them in and shoved them. And I mean, it's getting signal even in here in my glove compartment. I have my registration there, so I'm not gonna scan over there, but they're in my glove compartment and they're still getting signal. But even outside, they will disconnect. So it's not an issue of placement, I believe. It's just something internally. It's either the SIM card disconnecting, like I said, the SIM tray, it's cutting off and losing signal, or something internally in the modem's overheating and just losing signal and coming back on. But yeah, we'll see. If we get it sorted out, it might just end up in cold water, which I'm thinking is going to happen. But sorry about that, phone overheated, so I turned on the AC in here. Give me a second, let me turn that off. But yeah, what I want to say is just I'll keep you guys updated. I'll keep it if it ends up getting any parts replaced from Joy, and if not, I'll do an update maybe in a month or two. But man, I mean, I'm gonna stay with it. I like the unit. I'm not gonna replace it over that. Like I said, I already got the alternative Wi-Fi router in here. But yeah, I mean, I would implement it better. It connects faster through the built-in SIM, so it's a better function. It's not working, And for now, I'm just gonna keep it this way, and I'll keep you guys updated. And hopefully, we get something from Joy. And if not, I mean, that kind of shoot. I mean, I don't want to, like I said, sound bad like about Joy, but if you decide not to go with them, I understand why. I mean, if these are issues that are not gonna be resolved and they're big deals for you, I mean, then don't go for it. Do I feel ripped off because of this? Like, no, like I'm an audio enthusiast, so I do buy a lot of other units like Pioneers, and the one that I recently bought for my Avalon, that one cost me like $600, and it doesn't do half of the stuff that this one does. It doesn't even do wireless Android Auto and Android CarPlay. It was an older model. The newer models are hard to get to right now, but like I'm saying, like, I don't feel ripped off. I do get a lot of features and functions that work besides the internet, but I don't know if I had my iPhone paired earlier, but I mean, the C-Link and wireless pairing does pretty well on it, so I have no complaints, but see, there you go. It's wirelessly paired. My phone's actually in my pocket. So yeah, so I mean, it does good, but that's a pretty cool feature about this. I don't want to put my home address there, but anyway, it does a pretty cool job at everything else. Is just that one fault that it has. And obviously, it should, in my opinion, it should be a warrantyable issue. Like, you should get some kind of replacement or something. But we are dealing with manufacturers that are in another country, so holding up to that warranty is going to be an issue. So yeah, I just want to be 100% transparent, and if it's something that, what, like, screw them, they're not going to warranty stuff that goes wrong with it. If they can't warranty this, then they probably won't warranty something smaller or any issue that might nitpick at you and be an issue for you. So in full transparency and an update on this, like, yeah, then don't go with Joy, think about something, locally. But what you get for these units, it's a bargain, and they do pretty good, and they've improved a lot from the 4 or 5 years that I have using them. It's been a big improvement, and it is noticeable. So I don't want to discourage people from getting it. Obviously, if your sound quality and everything, the domestic units come with better audio chips. So like Pioneer and all those units, they come more oriented for audio than interface. So do go with them if that's what you're looking for. But if you're considering these radios, I mean, they're pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. And I mean, unfortunately, I got a bad one. And like I said last time, I had a screen replacement. And it was actually my fault, and Joey went ahead and covered it immediately. But that was my last unit, not this one. And this one is a whole different story. So it varies, and I just wanted to get that out there that it is gonna vary from case to case. So be wary of that, and yeah, buy at your own discretion and knowing these things. And I want to provide this information because a lot of videos are out there. There are issues, but nobody really talks about how they're dealing with Join is going. So like I said, I've been dealing with them for 5 months now over email, and we haven't really gotten anywhere. And up to this point, my issue is still present on the unit. So going forward, if that gets resolved, I'll let you guys know. And if it doesn't, then that will be pretty sucky. But I'll also update you guys on that. So have a good one, and until next time. Barefoot Joe.